Hello and welcome to another commentated game of SOLOQ. This time we have our two heroes, Kennen MP and DrGear, facing off. Is Kennen DrGear's judgment justified? We're gonna find out. Okay, there's a chat about the teams. Blue team has a melee mid laner in Lee Sin and some good hard initiate in Zach. In fact, they've got a pretty dive body centric team. If Sona could ever get her fed ass out of the fountain, that'd be lovely for them. I think they have the mid game, but with Nasus and Tristana, as well as Amumu and Nami on the other team, I think the late game belongs to the purple team. Any unconventional starts? Not really. Nothing earth-shattering. So, Caitlyn should be bullying in bot lane. That's a pretty bad matchup for Jax up top with the attack speed slow. I really don't know how that matchup is in mid. I assume the advantage is to Fizz. But that could just be me. Red start from Zach and blue start from Momo, pretty standard. Zach gets a solid leash. Momo slightly less so. Nothing of import. Nothing much is happening. Lane progressing standardly. Kate should be able to bully in the bot lane to begin with. Support would actually rock up. Triss trades pretty well there. Our hero gets level 2 first, goes to town in the top lane, forces Nasus to back off. That's pretty good. Got a bit of an early CS lead. In fact, early CS leads all over the board for blue team, but you know, 3 minions, big whoop. Kennen starting with that flask will have plenty of sustain, 1 round out of mana. It's a nice bubble out in army. And then Sona being a bit aggressive. Stick around, heal up. Oh wow, hero. Nasus ghosts away. Lives with sub 100 health. DrGear is here to slate the wave. That's a lot of XP for him. Lee Sin also gets away. Sub 100 health. 2 knights down. Lee Sin should really get badge, but he has a lot of wasted pots ticking. I really hate it when people pop before. Oh wow, that goes in massive wave. I guess that just beats Fizz up a bit. Maybe comes in for the attempt to collect profit, but nothing happens, so everyone backs off. Momo takes good initiative, takes the opportunity to steal away the race. Can't be contested, unless that really has a death wish. This top laner hero's on the up 2 CS. Lee! Oh, that's dead. That's good waiting on that Q. Okay, looks like a gank down in bot lane. Flash on the tower. Oh, and that's another kill. Wow. Let's just rewind and see how that one went down. Good approach angle from DrGear. Nice landing the fudge. Good bubble. Good CC chain. Still almost gets away actually. Ganked by that. NASA strolls away. From 100 health yet again. Okay, 200 gold lead off that kill. The double kill down bottom. Our hero has built himself up a handy lead in top lane. Lee Sin appears quite mechanically competent. Stunner. Oh, forced the flash out of Sonar. This Nami's pretty good with her bubbles, as you'd want to be if you're playing Nami in ranked. Oh. Lee kicks Fizz back as he goes in, as a Mumu comes in from the side. Lee, run your way, forced to flash, lands the Q, Fizz wisely backs off. I very much like the hit strincher out of Lee. Good item against an AP. Especially a bursty assassin like Fizz. That's a nice bubble. Level 3 Sonar. Pretty much a cast him and you should not be doing that shit. Bot lane is going very much in the favour of purple team. And it's not just because of the gank, it is mainly because of... Oh, Fizz. Gank. Gear. Sorry. Kennen Rad. Jumps and then flashes away. Final safety. I'd say... Oh, that's a good... Jump in by that. Use flash and ult though for the flash and barrier. It's okay. Bot lane... Blue bot lane very much needed that. And they killed the pink ward. So Fizz's roam allowed Lee Sin to pick up a nice CS lead of 20 minions. Although it also allowed... Oh wow Lee, you should have definitely landed the E before you went for that Q. But it did allow Nasus to pick up a nice lead in top lane. Not Lee, catch up. Caitlyn appears to be in love with her Peacemaker. Which is not a good state. Nasus has gone to farm doubles while Kennen Rad freezes under tower. DrGear ganks Lee Sin, who just kicks him away. Wow, then goes in. That comes into the counter game. Trying to get on Fizz though, who was the low health priority target. DrGear bandage tossing into a minion. Honestly, he probably didn't want to hit that. Okay, some measure of parity has been established down in this bot lane. 2 healer supports really means that these AD carriers can just farm. Both are quite effective late game during and Interestingly, DrGear hasn't gone for the boots second. He went straight for the Spirit of the Ancient Golem, so he's going to be waddling it around at a snail's pace. Although it is indicative that he's doing quite well for him to be able to afford that item so early. But he's picked up a ward to look good in his inventory. It's always nice. Lee Sin is now bullying in this lane, but his ward spot's out of position. Our hero up top is built for lane, whereas Nasus is built mana regen. That looks like sense too. Oh, good counter gank by that. Very good. If only Lee had energy. It would be amazing. Does Sona not have a ward to put in that bush? No, she doesn't. Well, Caitlyn and a Peacemaker appear to be farming on top. Kennen gets pulled out. Has no flash. Zat comes in bot lane. Kennen. Oh, Fizz backs off. Lee, oh my god, horribly misjudges that. Kennen is forced to run from Nasus ult. No biggie. Lands a stun, gets away. Fairly harmlessly, some better focus by purple team could have resulted in a kill there, potentially. Could have also resulted in more overextended. And Nasus. Picking up some profit. So CS leads across the board for the blue team, except for the jungler who's down. That's not an issue. Wow, is he really good? Are they duo? That looks very duo sufficient. But yeah, looks like he wanted to give the blue buff over to Fizz, but looked like Fizz did not want it. Lee Sin with that red buff will be able to apply even more smackdown. I think he's going for a teammate now. To a Hydra. Gold distribution across the board. Lee Sin, Caitlyn, then Jax, and on the other team, it's pretty much on Trist. Also someone top jungle, but through their CSing, blue team have done advantage. Sona is lacking in ward coverage, shall we say. Wow, Tristana goes down and puts a ward on Dragon. While Caitlyn attempts to freeze. DrGear's finally picked up boots. And is coming down for a gank on bot lane. Will be spotted out by a ward. In fact, everyone knows all the junglers are down in bot lane, but Lee Sin's collapsing on a Momo. He can just bandage toss over the Dragon. Yeah. That follows. Bit of a skirmish breaks out. That's still tanking Dragon. Let's bounce. I should get out. Oh, but Caitlyn overextends. Oh no. Comes a teleport from Nasus level to whitewash. There goes both the bot laners. Now Nasus is chasing. through the jungle. But mid tower and maybe top tower will be traded for this.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
In exchange for bot tower and possibly dragon. So there goes mid tower, tier 1. They put some good stuff smack down on tier 2. They transition around to dragon.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Top tower goes down. They start up dragon. Nasus has ultimate, so he can just run through. That won't be an issue. But mid tier 2 has gone down. Like, that's... I'm not sure that's a good trade. And then Lee kills Nami. We'll get cleaned up in return. The assisted kill probably greater than the solo kill. Kenrad worked back out to a 40 CS lead there. So, gold difference went down, I think. So, probably a good series of plays by purple team. But still, the map control lost is pretty significant. If Sona gets her shit together, starts laying down some wards, top jungle. Yeah, well, Sona isn't going to be warding that top jungle anytime since Caitlyn is elected to freeze down in bot lane. DrGear's picked up boots and mobility to run faster. And Tristan's done Bloodthirst first, which is questionable. While Caitlyn has a lot of gold and I assume is working towards an IE. Although a Bloodthirster would make more sense. Try and gank Lee in the mid lane. So that shoves them off. Blue team have to give up their freeze at the bottom lane to come and defend mid, which they duly do. DrGear checks blue buff, not there. I'm gonna poach off in mid, I'm not sure who will win. Probably blue team if Caitlyn doesn't extend like that. That's terrible by Caitlyn. Like, this Caitlyn is single-handedly throwing the game. I didn't kill her out of position. That's not cool. Like, that's really, really not cool. Now, these guys should definitely stick around to defend this mid tower. Okay, they do that. They're a lot of pain onto Lee. Our hero up in top lane has built a Glacial Shroud and a Tabi. Not entirely sure about those choices. And he continues to shove. He's doing quite well in this lane, to be fair. DrGear's there, but Kennen is savvy in the ways of his counterpart jungler. And now goes to fuck him up back with red buff. This should prove interesting. Good bandage toss escape. That's actually been his signature move this game. Caitlyn gets caught yet again. Oh wow, Fizz had forced to flash away. Oh wow, that fucks the left bounce. Good crescendo. Good fish actually. Oh wow, good knockback, knocking him out of lead. So, no kills, lots of shenanigans, tower goes down, win for blue team. That's good stuff for them. Able to force down an objective. Weren't able to get kills, but... Oh wow. Run, Lee. Run! DrGear chasing hard. Probably pick up mid tower here. Especially as Kennen is elected to go by instead of trying to defend him.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, our hero is now, Kennen has picked up home guards in addition to a Bilgewater Cutlass, which we'll be going into. No, he's split in between a Blade of the Ruined King and a Iceborne Gauntlet. Although, let's all just take a second to admire the Antler Joe skin. It's pretty nice. Caitlyn again off wandering in the enemy jungle. She has completed her IA, which is good. Nate Dodge is farming top, which is what Nate Dodge does, while blue team looks to collect more objectives. Which is good, because they do need to force. They can't sit around forever. They have bot tower uncontested. Very slowly though, and Nasus should pick up top. Dragon's Eye, they should get that as well. Nami picks up an Oracle, ward sweeping. She's gonna get her money's worth. Oh wow, I don't know what happened there. Lee's off doing... Oh wow, she only gets one person with his ultimate. Jax is gonna come in. Top tower goes down. Oh, what? Lee kills Dragon for top tower, but oh dear, this is Lee Sin's gonna go and collect top. Bot tower goes down. That goes in. Oh, flash crescendo from Sona. Bot's down Trift, but team not in position to respond. Nasus gets no, not much damage on top tower. Leaf's in there for the collection profit. Looks for the kick back into tower. Oh, Sony gets caught on the retreat. Oh, get dunked. Gay plant. Really? Gay plant? You called your character gay plant? Nasus baiting this one out, pops ult, goes and runs. Lee has ultimate, kicks him in the back of the head. Oh wow, where the fuck is this team? Where was Caitlyn? Why weren't they defending mid lane? That's really bad. I should not have let that tower just get taken for free. Nami's been making a mint with his Oracle. Has Sona picked one up? Sona doesn't have an Oracle. Oh wow. Channel some farm into that Sona. Get it an Oracle. People buy the Wash with the Iron Solari picked up for Zach. I really like that item. It is the new board. More selfish choices from DrGear. What do you expect? Oh man. Sona's sitting in base, waiting for an Oracle. That's some serious potential. He should really push that down. Well, the farm differences have almost been redressed except for Fizz, who hasn't farmed at all. Lee needs to bat. Oh yeah, Lee buys Boots 2 and a Brutalizer. Boots 3, a Sightstone, which I think he had already, and a Brutalizer. Okay, Sona picks up the Oracles in return. Genome, not quite as much money as Army made. Game's really slowed down here. Team starts up Baron. They don't kill the ward. If they continue... Oh shit, this is bad. Okay. They switch on to Nasus in a moment. Tristan's jumped over, but no one is in a position to focus. Nasus... Oh, nice ulti. Okay, crushes through. That. Fizz just gets away. Still, 2 tanks went in unassisted. And they're going to get Baron off that. That's very nice. DrGear waiting around for the suicide play. However, Ward is finally swapped out. DrGear goes down as good job Ward. Flash, E, and rather skull fucked. Still a couple dead for another 30 seconds, they might be able to get an inhibitor turret, and they've got Baron. And that's pushed them out to a 4k gold lead. Vacuum's deathless and haven't had his passive. Lee Sin goes in and explodes to start. Gets killed by Fizz. Let's get ults. Vac ult is back up. Kate is getting crushed down. Nasus gets dropped by the combined attentions of the entire team. Fish somehow lands onto Caitlyn despite her flashing away. Fizz dies in return. The inhibitor's dead. That was a good series of events. Surrender vote goes down to the purple team, doesn't quite get through. I'm not a fan of Tristana's build. She's built all lifesteal, like some attack damage, some attack speed, but she's just not got the crit that Tristana is. Wow, that damage with half an offensive item out of Jax. That's just crushing down the tower, just the other way. Just leaps away. No worries. 2,500 gold for Jax to spend. Not sure about... Jax gets caught. It'll be a slow death. If it even is a death. Just killed, but... Oh, that was not good by Zach. That was some nice mechanics there by Jack. If they'd taken an objective of that, that would have been worse, but they didn't. Oh, although they might get counted. Lee didn't feel like kicking that, unfortunately. The retreat pins are coming down from presumably our hero, and they're going to swing out and take this outer turret instead. Inner turret, sorry. Jax has picked up a Triforce. Straight side. Wants to do more damage. Nasus has a lot of CDR and is quite tanky.
The team's turret has been destroyed.
building towards the locket that I should have bought, but didn't. The itemization is pretty easy for purple team here. Armor, armor, and more armor, and there is as yet not a shred of armor pen on blue team. They should get onto that. Well, there is. There's a black lever. That's it. I know Jax doesn't do this damage. And oh wow, DrGear doesn't get caught. Stretching strike, just outranged. But they're rampaging through the base. They should get out and take an objective. They're not as far ahead as I seem to think they are. They're sticking together nicely. Turret goes down, fight breaks out. Mooma gets a nice ult, but he's separated from his team by a one way. And people just collapse on him. He waddles out of there with fuck all health though. Nasus ends up being the next to go down. Finally! Sonar ult comes across. And the session inhibitor goes down. Lots of home guard boots out now for purple team so they can recover quickly. Blue team look like they're going around for their last tower. Last non-Nexus tower. But I think they will end up back in and going home before they go for it. Is that doing your cheeky farm with the enemy jungle? Zach's played really well. Not much flashy shit, but he's tanky. He hasn't died. He hasn't even had his passive popped. Last Whisper picked up from Caitlyn, that's needed. Red buff picked up by Jax. I think he must be working towards some item threshold. Nope. I don't think you'll be able to buy anything for that 1,000 gold. Maybe just pot up. That'll give you what you need at this stage of the game. They'll be looking to finish on this push. From the way all the teams are acting, I'd say Baron is up soon. And with that exposed to inhib and inhib down, I don't think purple team. Jax is claiming everything for his own. All belongs to the Jax. To be fair, he has been doing a lot of damage, like, not even fair amounts of damage. Pins go down onto Baron. Guess it's up in the next couple of seconds. Yep, here it is. That will go down. Pins you down to the last remaining tower. Though they should potentially go for the inhibitor first. Jason's in there beating on it. It goes down without even fire, that's not good. I think that might be game. Blue team just waddles out the base. Well, this is one of the better games I've tried. Lee goes really deep, really ham. Has to flash out. Nasus gets onto Caitlyn, but she waddles away. This is a really discombobulated fight. Jax was going for the tower initially. Lee finishes off that. saved momentarily by that. Triss flashes after. Cleanups towards Triss is still alive, doing the best she can. But she's the only one. And there's still no result for that. That is a good game. That is the best game I've commentated. Maybe not commentated. Watched. Last time goes down. GG. Our hero did well. The hero, Amumu, not quite as well. He didn't seem particularly effective or damaging. He did got some nice ults, but his team wasn't in position to follow up, or he dived too deep for them. I vote for the second option. Some nice ganks. That did well that game as well. Actually, I think most of blue team, except for probably Caitlyn, did quite well. Okay, thanks for listening.